My name is Javiera Sandoval. For my thesis, as part of the Joint Master in EU Trade and Climate Diplomacy at Luis Guido Carli and CIF, I wanted to understand whether the EU-Chile Advanced Framework Agreement, a trade and partnership deal signed in 2023, can actually deliver on its promises of sustainability and human rights in Chile's lithium sector. While many studies look at either Chile's lithium governance or the EU's external trade strategy separately, very few examine what happens when these two worlds collide, and none have systematically tested whether the EU-Chile agreement's sustainability commitments hold up against the socio-environmental realities on the ground in Chile's sulfide territories. This matters because Chile holds the world's largest lithium reserves, and lithium is essential for batteries and the green transition. If the EU sustainability commitments and its trade agreements are not credible, they risk becoming a new form of what researchers call green extractivism, using environmental language to justify extraction while the real costs fall on indigenous communities and fragile ecosystems. To investigate this, I used qualitative comparative policy analysis. I systematically examined the legal text of the EU-Chile agreements and conducted semi-structured interviews with EU and Chilean stakeholders with expertise in lithium governance, trade policy, and environmental regulation. I found that while Chile has a solid formal governance architecture, three critical gaps undermine alignment in practice. Sustainability commitments are difficult to verify empirically. They are embedded in policy rather than law, and therefore vulnerable to political reversal. And when governance fails, it is indigenous communities who bear the most direct consequences. The EU's marginal 4.8% share of Chile lithium exports also significantly limits its normative leverage. This suggests that the EU-Chile framework has genuine but limited transformative potential. The agreement creates real spaces for governance improvement, but whether those spaces are used depends far more on political will and domestic conditions than on what the agreement itself says. As the EU pursues similar partnerships with other lithium-producing countries in Latin America, the Chilean case offers important lessons. For these agreements to deliver real change, they need to go beyond aspirational commitments on paper and be backed by stronger enforcement mechanisms, genuine indigenous participation, and investment in instruments tied to verifiable sustainability outcomes.